I'm very happy to come with him.
Hi, Sam. I'm Jackie. Oh,
I'm
I
sorry.
know it's okay.
I'm not feeling well. I'm so sorry to come here like this. I'm not.
COVID?
No,
No.
not COVID. Yeah, we did rapids. And I've been on antibiotics, so it's not contagious. I was waiting for this appointment. I had to come, and I'm so sorry I had to bring my little one, so he may interrupt a little bit. But
No, no, no. It is quite okay. Oliver can maybe read a book or color. He will have things to do while we talk as well. So there will never be a problem where we will always find something for him to do. So don't ever worry about that being a problem. Okay. Well, and I'll tell you a little bit about myself.
I'm listening. I'm just gonna close this so he stays in the office. I just wanted to make sure he stays in here.
No, 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 it's fine.
Sorry, you said you were gonna tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yes, a little bit about myself. I've been a social worker here in Pueblo probably now going on 5 years. Came from a totally different side of the house. I was in the military before. So I really like what I do. I like Pueblo. I live in Pueblo West, but I really like it out here. And I think we're going to call this home for now.
Thanks.
Mhm. If at any time my memory is not the best always. So I just want to make sure that our conversation, that I get everything right when I go put it back in the notes after our appointment. I just want to make sure that everything is accurate. So, and you're more, anytime you want to see your notes, anytime that you want to look or have a copy, you're more than welcome. These are yours. Okay. A little bit also about confidentiality. Anything that you tell me, okay, will stay between us. As long as it is not something that you're going to hurt yourself or you are going to hurt someone else. At that time, it's for your safety. Other than that, that would be the only time I would say anything. I do have some papers that they're just some forms here. One of them is your. This will have. Um, I'm a mandatory reporter, and it tells you everything that I have just spoken with about. It'll be right here, and this is also giving us permission if we need to like maybe share information with someone else or another agency or another referral that we have your signature that we're authorized to do it. Okay, that's that one there. And let me see.
Here's your pen.
Oh, right. Okay. So, do you have any questions for me?
Not right now.
No,
No,
right now.
so good. Yeah.
Well, can you tell me a little bit what's going on? What brings you here today?
So I've just been really dealing with a lot. I'm a single mother. I work full time. I go to school full time. I have, extracurriculars that my little one does. So it's just like always on the go all the time. And his dad was involved for a little bit. They would get him and his wife would get him maybe 1 to 2 times a week. He would do an overnight. And so that really just gave me a break, gave me time to catch up on like laundry, chores, dishes, meal prepping, homework, of course. And then this summer, his dad and his wife broke up, and it's just caused a lot of issues. I think his dad's kind of in like relapse mode right now. He doesn't really see him very often. It's going about a month and a half between contacts. He doesn't reach out to him, doesn't call him. And at the beginning of the breakup, he was going over to his stepmom's house, but he doesn't want to go anymore. He just doesn't feel comfortable. Yeah. Um, it was really been hard for me. I don't want to put him in a situation where I'm sending him somewhere, yeah, where he doesn't want to go or doesn't want to be. Um, and I can take care of him. It's not like I need the time off or I 100% cannot. do it on my own. It's just getting exhausting doing it all on my own. So I'm really struggling. So that's why I'm here today. I feel like everything in my life is like declining, including my health. Like in my room, I haven't folded laundry in a couple of weeks, and I just feel like very overwhelmed and just kind of down, I guess.
You do look a little bit tired, and I'm sure that being sick doesn't help when when you're stressed, it's like everything just comes down. And if I'm understanding correct, um, you're feeling right now a little bit overwhelmed with school full time, working full time, and taking care of Oliver full time. If I'm understanding correct, that you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed and asking for a little bit of help or guidance as to, like, mainly, I think if I'm hearing you correct, is as far as making sure that Oliver is good, that he doesn't get any of the ripple effects of the dad not being around.
Yeah, and I'm here for me too. Like obviously he's my main concern, and I want to make sure he's good. But I've done therapy in the past. When I was just a single person, no baby involved, um, and it seemed to really help. I just feel like I could probably use that little bit of just like a help emotionally, mentally, before things get really bad and get out of control. So.
Does Oliver go to school?
He does, yeah. So he's in kindergarten. He goes Monday through Thursday. Um, because of my school schedule, I've kind of had to rely on my brother to take him a couple mornings for me because it gets. I have to be there usually at 7 a.m. And I can't drop him off until like 7:15, 7:20. So my brother, whose child also goes to that school, will stop and pick him up, which is really helpful. But he does. He goes to school, and then after that, he goes to a day like an after school daycare program until I get out of work, and then I usually go pick him up. Um, and then we'll go to basketball practice or
Or he's involved in after school sports?
yeah, he does. I try to keep him in something every like when something ends, something else starts. And then we get home and it's like a rush for like getting dinner on the table or, you know, trying to read a book or spend some quality time before bed. And then, it seems like bedtime's here before we even have a chance to take a shower or catch up on stuff. So,
And Sandy, how is or how does your support group or yeah, your support group, how does that look like? What is your support?
so I have a really great support system. However, I have like a lot of issues relying on them. There are times where I do have to, like the thing going to school, I have to rely on somebody to help me just so that I can do everything too. But we live at home with my family and my parents, so they kind of rent the basement area, and they have the upstairs. And for the most part, I do everything independently. Like we have sometimes we'll have meals together, but for the most part, it is kept separate. So I'll prepare our foods. We'll spend a little bit of time here and there watching TV together, but we go to bed a lot earlier than they do. It's kind of just like our own space, but I know they are there if I really, really needed them, but I also don't like to rely on them for assistance with watching him. It's just once in a while, like, hey, the learning pod is closed, after school program's closed. I need somebody to watch him while I'm after work. Then that's kind of okay, but I'm not like, hey, I want to go out with the girls. Can you watch him? So I have that. And then I have two brothers that both now live here. My little brother just moved back. But my older brother, that's the one who takes him to school. He has four kids. And so he's a single child. Oliver's a single child. So going from like that environment to an environment where there's now five or six kids around and they're all fighting for attention, it's chaotic at times, and a little bit overstimulating. So
I was gonna say, yeah,
yeah,
that would be for him being that it's just you and him
yes,
and grandpa, more kind of not down day, but kind of a mellow.
yeah, very mellow.
And then you get around all the other little kiddos.
Chaos.
The stimulation is
Yes.
overstimulation.
And he knows that too because there's sometimes where they're over at our house and he'll be like, oh no, the kids are here because he knows it turns into like that crazy, crazy environment. So, um, yeah, but I have a good support system. I just don't I'm trying to be as independent as I can, especially because my living situation, I'm kind of like stuck where I'm at right now until I at least, start making a little bit more money. Probably I'll have to wait until my bachelor's before I can move out. But yeah, it's good, I guess. Sorry to go off on a tangent, but
No, no, no. I really do enjoy listening to every part of your story because the only way that I can relate or assimilate or we can find that we are a good fit because you may say, well, you know what, Jackie, we're not just a good fit, and that's fine. If that comes ever, then I can always there's always someone else that you may go to or you may see.
well, we close at 7. Yes,
Yes.
we're wrapping
And I'm sorry, they just need to make sure that we're the last ones.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they just wanted to make sure. But I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. You were talking as far,
You just said that you like to hear my
yes,
kind of backstory a little bit.
yeah, definitely, definitely, because this helps me understand where you are and how I can best look for resources, guides, and ways to make resources available to you. One of the things, um, one of the things that I wanted to ask you was, Sam, how do you feel about having, maybe um, respite care? I know you said you were seeing someone before that you had counseling. I don't know if they ever spoke to you about respite care.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be comfortable with that at all. I just really feel like I can manage him on my own, honestly, and if I really needed a break, I could rely on my family or worst case scenario, his other mom, his stepmom. So I'm not comfortable looking into services like that. I don't even think I would qualify right now with my income. So I don't know. Maybe we could just kind of like talk about more of the emotional stuff like that I have going on. Maybe some therapy or something is really just what I need.
No, no, that's really what we want to go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and give you. It's gonna take a few minutes. These three, these three, right here. These are different assessment kind of papers, just kind of to give me a baseline to where you're feeling, and areas that we may need to identify that we may work on. So if you can go ahead and just take a few minutes and just do these, and I'll start working on our next step while you work on that.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm almost done, Jackie.
Oh, thank you. Well, it looks okay, Sam. Now, how does how does it sound to you if we look at some family therapy?
I really think that would be a good idea because I try to talk to him about how he's feeling, but I don't know, it's different when it's mom or family member. So I really think that would be good, for both of us for sure.
Definitely. We can get you and Oliver into family therapy. And how does play therapy sound for Oliver? And maybe you and I can take like 30 minutes and you and I can chat for a little while. And then 30 minutes we can have Oliver just kind of play and see how he develops or how do you say that? Evolves
Okay.
in the play. That's play therapy is pretty good like that.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
And I don't know if you are um I don't know if you're aware. There is this one it's from Purdue Health and Human Services. These are different guidance in promoting strength and resilience in single mothers and families, what we'll do is, if it's okay for you, with you, I know you're not feeling good, so I just want to kind of wrap it up because
I'm so
no,
sorry.
no,
I
no,
feel so bad.
you just, this is life.
Yeah.
Life happens. So I'm glad that you did make it in and that we can at least start this and get like a little bit of a plan. We'll go ahead and for we'll schedule you and Oliver for family therapy.
Okay.
We'll schedule him for play therapy. And how does
Will we be doing play therapy at the same time as family therapy, right?
well, it's up to you. However you would like, how, because I know your time and is
Yeah.
limited and stuff. And if there's ever a time that it's late and you just don't can't do it, just
Okay.
give me a call and we can work after hours. We'll come to
I
you can
just don't want him to like do it on his own. You know what I mean? I don't think he's ready to just like be off in a room somewhere else being observed. I would kind of like hope to integrate it together. Like we have our little family therapy and then he does his little play
it,
therapy. Is that okay? Like,
that's exactly no, no, that's exactly what it is.
okay.
We do family therapy and it'll be us three. And then we will break out and then he'll go right here in the room right here. This you see how these have the mirrors and stuff, so you can see him right there, and he'll be doing playing, and what we can observe him from here,
Okay.
and he'll be right there.
Okay.
Okay, how's that sound?
That sounds really good.
That sounds really good. And how about if I know I want to give you more because your plate sounds like it's really full, but how does little homework sound? A little
What
homework
is it?
in
Okay.
it.
Specifics?
I know you're not even going to school. It really helps sometimes when at the end of the day we just kind of do a journal and we just kind of like it helps us see like where our time went in the day, what we could have done better, what we didn't do. Kind of just gives you like a way to express yourself, and you can keep a journal. And then next week, when you come back for the appointment, we can go over it if you want. You can share if there was anything that you had a bad day and you just didn't realize, but then we can say, well, you really had a bad night that night. You didn't have no sleep and you had homework and you work. So there are a lot of reasons why you could be feeling that way.
Okay.
So that's that right there. Um, for right now, I would like to do 12 sessions. If we need to do more, we can reevaluate as we get closer to the time. And if we need another 2 or 3 sessions, we can go from there.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and plan out for 12 sessions. How does that sound so far?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so um, I don't want to throw you out of here, but I really, really feel so bad for you. I'm so sorry. Today is December. Yes, you want something?
Not right now. We'll talk about it when we get home, okay?
Oliver, if you just give me 2 more minutes with your mom and we'll be done. So, next week I have open a Tuesday, another Thursday, and a Friday. Or you can let me know what works best for you.
I think next week, Friday actually will work best. I get out at 3.
At 3?
Yeah, that day. So as long as we're still alive, then we'll be there.
You will be here.
Yeah.
Okay,
As long as it's after 3, is that okay?
how about 4 o'clock? Would that be
Yeah.
too late for you?
No, that's perfect.
Okay, so then we will set for Friday, the 10th of December
Okay.
at 4 o'clock.
That's
And
perfect.
that will be you and Oliver?
Yes, and then I'll bring my homework too. I'll definitely attempt. I'm not making any promises to every day, but I'll definitely make an attempt.
It's going to be something, I don't want you to stress over it. Just to kind of like at the end of your day, kind of to do a reflection or a collection of your day. And if you've just had a bad day and you just don't want to write, don't worry about it. Just don't write. We'll
Okay.
be okay.
Okay.
Um, let me see. Is there anything that I might have left out? Any questions or anything that I
No, I think we're good. I feel great about this, and thank you so much, Jackie, for meeting me again. I'm so sorry for not being 100% healthy, but I definitely wanted to make it to this, and I look forward to working together in the future on these sessions.
Sam, I am so happy that you came, and I'm so sorry that you're feeling so sick. I wish you to feel better.
Thank you.
If you don't feel good next week, just give me a call or send me an email, and we can reschedule it. I just want to make sure you're
Thank you so much.
healthy. Okay.
Bye.
Sam, thank you, and I'll see you. Bye bye.
Bye.